lads and ladies, and welcome to this. Now today we are back for another video on the channel. Now today it is here. It is the final video of 2020. Now what a way to round it up with my League One team of 2020. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of stick for this, but this is not just based on this season. There's a couple of players based on performances of last season, and I've had to kind of swing between a couple of players on a couple of positions based on the whole year, not just this season. So, bear that in mind. Let me know your team of 2020. Let me know how many of mine go into your team. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It's free to do so. We're getting closer to 5,900. Let's get on with the video. Just to avoid the confrontation, I have not allowed to put any Fleetwood players. This is my opinions on the opposition players. Now in goal, I have three options. I nailed it down. I had Christy Pym, Jack Bonham, who went in my League One team this season last year. But I've not gone for any of them. I've gone for Alex Palmer. Now, his performances this season have been nothing short of amazing. 10 clean sheets in 19. That's a clean sheet in every 1.9 games. And if he keeps up at that rate, he's on for 21, 22 clean sheets this season. It's a superb record, it really is. And what a fantastic goalkeeper. He's saved a lot of good shots as well. He's good percentage of shots he's faced. He's good in the air. He comes out, wins his duels, and he's made a massive difference to that Lincoln side since he's come in. They've been winning games of football and at the top of the league. There's no coincidence. He's a brilliant goalkeeper, and he's my League One goalkeeper of the year. Now at right back, I only had one option in mind, if I'm honest with you. I had Liam Feeney in mind, but not played that much in the last 6 months. I've gone for someone that was only in the first few months of 2020, and what he did in League One in that time was effective. I've gone for Dabo, and he won promotion with Coventry. He was effective. He got into the League One team of the season last year. He got into EA's team. He got into the EFL's team, and the last few months he was consistent in a good run of form for them. He was providing assists, his interceptions were high, his clearances, his block shots. Fantastic right back, and he is my second player in this team. Now in this team, I pride myself on trying to use as many different teams as I can. I've now gone for Cameron Burgess. Now Burgess is a player that had a spell at Salford last year, been at Scunthorpe United. And John Coleman made him his first signing, and what a signing he's been. He's already won 2 man of the matches. He's, again, been awarded one of the highest average rating per game. They're at 8th in the table. They're keeping clean sheets. They won 9 of the 16 games. And your defence is at the heart of that. And again, Toby Savin in goal, a good goalkeeper as well. Again, Burgess been brilliant this year, been a leader, and there's no reason why they can't get into the playoffs this year. Now, partnering, I've got to go for Jack Watmore. Now, what a centre-half he is. He's got average the most, second most clean sheets in the league at Portsmouth with 8. Obviously, Lincoln have 10. Again, solid centre-half. He's composed on the ball. Again, Raggie's a decent centre-half, but he makes mistakes. So he's always there on the cover. I think he's a superb centre-half, composed, good on the ball. And if Portsmouth don't go up this year, which I think they will, watch yesterday's video, I reckon he'll be off to the Championship because he's that sort of player. Now at left back, I've gone for Dan Butler. Now Dan Butler, again, consistent left back. Played a lot of games for Newport in League 2. Came last year, scored a beauty against Fleetwood. He scored a few goals this year, 3 assists, 1 goal. Again, outside the box, doesn't surprise me. Beauty of a left foot. Consistent performer, always, turns out in a good Peterborough side. He makes up my back four. Now, I cannot use any Fleetwood players in this team. So, in midfield, it was a stretch. But one man that has to get in, George Grant. 7 goals this year. He's won 7 Man of the Match awards. He has scored 5 penalties, but take it away from him, he's a fantastic player. 3 assists. He's probably been, in my opinion, one of the best players in League One, if not the best. Great on the ball, great passer on the ball. He sees things that nobody else does. Fantastic baller, and again, will only get better. And I think with him and Camps, they're probably the 2 best attacking midfielders in League One. It's so hard in League One because I think the quality in midfield gets better every year. But partnering him, Ben Whiteman. 5 goals, 4 assists, he's got 41 interceptions, 24 clearances, you know, over 1,000 accurate passes. I think 84% of his passes have been accurate. Again, great rating. He's not just a side player, he tries to go over the top, he tries to go forward. He's a positive player and got into the team of the season last year. He's in my team of the season 2020, and at this rate he'll be in my team of the season for this season. What a footballer, what a baller. Again, I can't speak highly enough of him. And again, still at a good age as well. And with Doncaster, they've got a few promising players there, and if they're not really challenging for the top 6 this year, I'll be very surprised. Now, making up my midfield 3, Tom Naylor. 4 goals scored this year, 19 games, but he lets Harness, he lets Curtis, he lets Marquis, Cannon go and have their freedom because of what he does in midfield. 24 interceptions this season. What a baller. 44 clearances. He's so good. I can't speak highly enough of him. His goals have all been goal of the season nominations. He just does things that no other player can do. He's a good passer of the ball. Fantastic footballer in my midfield 3. Now, up front, there's no surprise Jonson Clarke-Harris is getting mentioned. He's the top goal scorer this season, 12 goals. He's got 16 in total in the calendar year. And that is, to be fair, in 7 months of football. So, because we did have a break for a bit. He's also got a couple of assists. He's a top goal scorer. He's a hold-up play. And he's replaced Tony quite well. Tony, I think, is irreplaceable at this level. But what he's done is bring goals. He's brought experience and he's kept on scoring like he did in his Bristol Rovers days. So he's got to be in my front 3. Now what I've done, I played 3 strikers just to get them in, really. So there's no wingers in my side. But there's a couple on the bench which we'll go into soon. I've gone for Luke Jeffcott. Now, Jeffcott, a young lad, and come off the scene this year. He's played 43 games for Argyle in all competitions in the last year, pretty much. He scored 20 goals. He scored 11 league goals. 11 league goals in 16 games this year. He started 13 of them. I'm not being funny. That record is crazy. The form he's on, and Plymouth are pretty down. He scored 27 this year. He scored nearly half of their goals. Brilliant young player, brilliant young prospect. Have to have him in. Luke Jeffcott, you in the team. Now up front, now I've changed my mind on this. I was going to go for John Marquis, but I want to keep it less Portsmouth based as I can. And this player deserves to be in. I've gone for Joe Pigott. Now Pigott plays in a Wimbledon side that don't create as many chances as a Portsmouth side will do with Harness and Curtis and, you know, Jordi Hawula, Ellis Harris and those kind of attacking players. So I've gone for Pigott. I think he deserves to go in. He scores goals as well. I think he's the 2nd top goal scorer in the league. He was a consistent scorer last year. He's an absolute ball. He's a delight to watch. He scored one of his first Wimbledon goals against Fleetwood a couple of years ago. Good player. He's in my team. Joe Pigott makes up my 11. Now my bench. Now, I've not gone for the keepers that I've named before. That was my options to start. I've gone for another keeper that's not been really rated this season. From many, but he's had a consistent season. He's been brilliant. Toby Savin at Accrington, great young goalkeeper, will only get better and will be in the Championship or the Premier League very soon in my opinion. Kenny Dougal, he has to go in there, the Great Wall of China. Sims at Doncaster, again another good young player and scores goals. Gian Edwards at Ipswich, again scored a few this year, got a few assists and got a good goal per game record really there. He's only played 11. I've gone for Marcus on the bench. Obviously didn't get into the 11 but was very close to it. Harness, again, we mentioned him before. I picked him over Curtis. And then I've gone for someone different. I've gone for Graham at Gillingham. Again, scored a few goals this season, got a few assists. He's got to go in. So there is my League One 11 and my League One bench. Do you agree? I could not pick any Fleetwood players, so that is why they are not in. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for your support in 2020. It really means a lot. We're going for bigger and better things in 2021 for 7,500 subscribers. So if you could help me out, that would be appreciated. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Up the Cods.